This is the reason why so many Africans are suffering in Europe, because they do not want to do the jobs, for them, they consider those jobs are not professional or something like that.
Living abroad as an African has taught me so many things. The first thing that it's taught me is that there is no place like home. There is no place
if you're living elsewhere or you're living Africa and coming here to come and live with someone else who is not your mother, your father, guys, advise yourself. See, even if you decide to do that, know that it's at the expense of your relationship.
There is nothing that I will see in this life that will move me again. Yes, because I've seen it all in this UK.
Students coming into the United Kingdom. And it's a good one. You're welcome, I beg. No one told you that. You're welcome, you're welcome. But first of all, lay your hands on your head. Say this prayer with me.
This is the reason why so many Africans are suffering in Europe. If you go to the big cities, for instance, you will find some Africans there, where they are staying. For example, they do not have their own apartments or stuff like that, because they do not want to do the jobs, For them, they consider those jobs are not professional or something like that. For instance, I met someone, he was telling me that he needs help, and then I asked him, why don't you work? He said, like, back home in Africa, he was working at the bank, so which is definitely a pretty good jobs, like if you are in Africa, So I asked him, now, can't you do the same work here? He said, no, they are not allowing him to do the same work here because he has to learn the German language and things like that. And he later told me that now, like they are just offering him the jobs that are like in these production companies, or the other type of jobs that he don't want to do, because he does he does not get used to this type of works like when he was back in Africa, and he cannot do those type of jobs here as well. So these type of people are really suffering, from a mental illness. Bro, you do not come here, to choose the type of jobs, whatever. Look, as a man, even you are just going to, let's say, like take out the trash from the street just for you to survive, and be able to help your family. You just have to do what you have to do, to survive. That is better than sitting while your family thinking that you are working, or maybe, I don't know, your friends, whatever. You are here telling people that you are suffering, but because of you yourself. So put your ego aside. The second type of Africans that are suffering here, it's some African ladies. Yes, like there are a lot of African ladies, to be specific, here in Germany, they are having children, So now, the reason they are suffering here is that because the man or the boy they choose to have a child with, these boys, they don't want to work, Like they do not want to work, they are not serious. So now at the end of the day, these ladies will be only dependent on the government for help. So if the government also now sees that, look, your children, they are having a father, but their father does not want to work or doesn't want to do these things, So at the end of the day, they will be able to decide on your cases, like especially if you are someone who is in asylum or or things like that. So please choose wisely. If you just want to be with someone, know that, look, these people, they want to work, they want to take a responsibility. Do not just let them fool you, to put you in a position whereby you will only be dependent on the government. Once you are suffering, they will not be there. In fact, like they will not even care. So these two type of people, or these two type of Africans are really suffering here in Germany.
Living abroad as an African has taught me so many things. The first thing that it's taught me is that there is no place like home. There is no place like Africa, guys. Yes, there are opportunities in Europe. We cannot deny this. But if I had those same opportunities and resources back home, and I had to choose between living in Europe and living in Africa, I would choose Africa. If you are in Europe or in the States or wherever trying to seek a better life, or better opportunities, that's okay. But please do not forget to use those resources and those opportunities, if you can, to invest back home. Build your life back home. Guys, life in Africa is sweet when you have means. And that is a fact.
See, I'll say this and say this again. If you're living elsewhere or you're living Africa and coming here to come and live with someone else who is not your mother, your father, guys, advise yourself. See, even if you decide to do that, know that it's at the expense of your relationship. Ubetu kwaya baha now ode auntie na obi ebe na ha now feel say yes, I same auntie na oba no abro goodies ni we na. Forget it. You come here, it just go show you pepe for your eye top. Hey, I was like sitting in the train when I was coming home, and I heard somebody saying this to somebody, and I remembered my story. So I came here very little, not very little. Like I came here during 2015 to do my masters. I didn't have any family member, nothing here, because I mean, why not me? No, I was just coming to do my masters, and my father called me that, oh, one of my aunties lives here and he has ordered some drugs with her, so I should go and take it. I came to carry myself. I'm not going to mention names, but if she sees this and she's able to see that she's the one, then she should know that like a chino, right? But if you watch it and you know that you're not the one, that means that obviously you're not enyawa. And oh, maybe family who John. Okay, my father's drugs and me koji drugs no. Me drew her Friday. Me say the moment I went to get there, me go share back to me say me go dry. I say, hey, you dry sao? Auntie, you dry for 3 days. And then over dry and opani and ajo. You saw ha. Oh, so I just came to pack myself. Somebody that I was already a mad. I said, okay, maybe they don't do that. So I had to go and sleep like that. Now, long story short, the day I was leaving, funnily enough, it snowed. Like snowed to a pa. And I'm on fat jackets, my baby. I won't say over fresh. I won't name Sanya. I say, okay, nobody's there to advise you say, oh, far snow, or check the weather before leaving. It's a snow top ha. And see, or be parking before my main far way count. They know where farming or go far wrong 10. Am I finding obey? I think 180 pounds. And who put phone now or the go me so? Like, what am I to blame? You went to pass by a place you aren't supposed to eat here. Find out how is it my problem? But obviously, it's like this. And even the morning she had to wake up Saturday, she had to wake up and cook. She said, "And you want cast and say my down." And I was like, "Oh, make a say me cry. I'm not a morning person. I don't eat breakfast, so it's fine. You can just sleep. It's not a problem." Like mimicking and like oh kasa baby. So the day that I have to leave, no, I told you that it was snowing, and I said, "Oh, okay. Go see me at train station." So okay, go see me. So it's snowing, and I think that trains no ejame. So they had to add me, and I was living in Birmingham by then. So they had to add Coventry 4 to Birmingham. And Mante, honestly, they said they made the announcement. Mante, I didn't hear it. So I was there now. I was sitting down till like 9. I was like, why is our train not coming? So you don't know about fresh. You don't know whether to go and ask questions or you shouldn't. Maybe family go John. Me say me could be some question. Me call here. Yes, say train you too. Me say when I called this woman to tell her, till date, I'm still at the train station. Till date, she still thinks this is about 8 years ago. Till date, I'm still at the train station. She never bothered. She didn't come and pick me. She said she'd find my way back to the house. I didn't have money. I didn't have anything. How I got to Birmingham? Only God. Vibes and inshallah.
There is nothing that I will see in this life that will move me again. Yes, because I've seen it all in this UK. Because why is everything confused in this country? First of all, the weather is confused. It will be shining as if one heavy sun is there, you'll still be feeling cold. Then you have the confused people that will be shining teeth with you, even the ones that not like you, even the ones that have never met you before, even the ones that don't know you from Adam, will be shining teeth with you. Now, I have seen the one that tops the chart. God. Looking at me now, sitting, you'll think I'm in the living room, right? Right? Give me a second. Please, what is the kitchen doing in the living room? God of it. Please, who can tell me what kitchen is doing in the living room? Abi, is it the living room that is invading the kitchen privacy? Abi, is the kitchen that is invading the living room privacy? Because I can't tell now, but what do we call this one? What is a sofa? Not just a sofa. What are 2 sofas doing in the kitchen? People should help me. Make una help me. There is nothing I've not seen in this UK. At this point, I've seen it all.
I outside now. I do. I'll work.
Oh, fuck, man. Please, who ate my food in this house again?
Why you always complain now. Ah.
What do you mean why am I always complaining? I left food in the fridge. I can't find the food. That's why am I complaining?
Are you doing all that rice?
Obviously.
I'm so sorry, my bro.
Guy, I've got to work since morning. I'm coming back and you fucking ate my food, bro. Why?
I said sorry now. I said sorry now.
I said, see, I swear I will put sniper in my food. I'm promising you, I'll put sniper in my food and one day you will eat that you will die. You will eat that you will die. Bro, do you know what this is called on top of our shit? And you fucking ate my food. What the fuck now? Bro, see, this shit apartment in there. Fuck!
I noticed that we've been seeing a lot of students coming into the United Kingdom. And it's a good one. You're welcome, I beg. No one told you that. You're welcome. You're welcome. But first of all, lay your hands on your head. Say this prayer with me. Any spirit that will make me to look down on people on the same visa route as mine, I reject it in Jesus' name or in Allah's name or in whatever name you believe in. Please, try as much as you can not to make the same mistake a lot of people has made. You see those people that you see as classmates, those people you see in the same school as that you're studying, please try as much as you can not to look down on those people. It will shock you that some of those people you're seeing as classmates are senators' children. Some of them are top as people that are well known in Nigeria. Please do not allow that over familiarity to make you think that they might have nothing to contribute in your life, because this will happen a lot of times. You will look down on them and they will not show themselves. So please hold on to those relationships, because those are the one relationship that will last long. Because at the end of the day, we all get busier and we start mingling with people that have made it, or we start looking up to people that are already here, and we think, oh, those are the people to hold on to, those are the sure connections. It will shock you that your classmates are your surest plug. So please, hope this helps.
Can my fellow South Africans who've also moved to the UK, specifically in London, can we gather here and cry? Because rent is the death of us. Like, I didn't realize that moving to London, I would have to downgrade the standard of living. So before I moved here, I lived in Sandton, and I had a 2-bedroom apartment, beautiful gated community, security, blah, blah, blah. And I was paying less than 18,000 rands. Okay, which here, if you were to convert, it's about 400 somewhere, I don't know, but less than 600 pounds. Anyway, I am currently renting altogether 1,800 pounds. So 1,600 for rent and 200 for utilities. So if you had to convert that, it's around about, let's just say 42,000 rents. I now want to upgrade. You know, I've been in London now for almost 2 years. I want to move where the corporate girlies and the guys, the hands are at. You know, I want the city view. I want the, tall, long windows. I want beautiful finishing. You know what I mean? Started looking. Minimum rent is £2,000. Minimum rent is £2,000. This is before I pay the utilities. So, which means altogether, I'm looking at about 2,200. If you were to convert that, it's 48,000 rands. Guys, if you have a family member who lives in London, they don't have money. Forget it. They do not have money. Their money is spent on rent. That's all they are working for. They are working for rental in London. So if they are giving you the little that they have, you must appreciate, because it's probably half. It's coming from the other half of their earnings, because the other half has gone to rent. So yes, of course. I mean, I wouldn't change my situation. I'm happy being in London, but I just want us to cry together and see if we can find a solution. Meaning, I don't actually mind sharing. Yes, if I could find someone who's also a corporate girly, who also has high standards, and we can rent. Let's say we can rent an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment for £3,000. I'm in. Okay? It's just that, oh my goodness, I can't afford 3,000.
Guys, if you know that you have a teenager in this country, hold your teenager well. Do you know that yesterday, my friend's daughter, she's, I think, 15, she said she came back home. She used to go for practice after school, only for her to come back, and then she was behaving funny. So her younger sister, that is 12-year-old, told her what happened. She was like, no, that because she went to the mother's kitchen and was putting some things in her bag, she was just carrying like bread knife, sharp things. The 12-year-old sister was like, why are you carrying this for practice? She said that her friends said they should bring it because she has Oyibo friends that they want to go and do something crazy, their first crazy thing. Jesus. They said, what? The 12-year-old sister ran and went and told the mother. So she was not angry with the sister, but the mother now came and sat her down and forced her, told her to talk. What do you mean by your first crazy thing? What do you want to go and do culinary knife? You say her friends, her Oyibo friends say that she has not done her first crazy thing, that all of them have done. Let her do her own today. That they want to go to one place. One of them knows how to start a car, you know, a parked car. That they will start the car, move the car from one spot to another, but it's not stealing. So they've convinced her to believe that it's not stealing, or they'll just move the person's car to another spot, pack it and run away. So that's her first crazy thing. Bear in mind that there is no way. If they now go, they can catch her. They might, those Oyibo might run and they will catch her. Her mother is an immigrant. And then she will have record. They might not keep her in prison. In UK here, once you're small, those kind of crimes, they will not keep you in prison for long. They might just keep you for police station for like a few hours. You're praying to bail you. It will enter your DBS record. I have a friend now. She's British. She has her passport, everything, but she cannot get a proper job because whenever she wants, they do enhanced DBS. All the records of things she has been doing as a teenager will come out. So because of that, companies don't employ her. That's how that girl would have gone to put herself inside trouble. And then in the next how many years, after the mother has suffered, they will not get paper. She will not be able to get a job because enhanced DBS will show that she has gone to police station because she wants to prove to her Oyibo friends that she can do something crazy. So please watch your kids, especially those ones that have Oyibo friends. Watch them tight.
Things I wish I knew before moving to the UK as a South African girly living in the UK. Guys, on top of my list is definitely the weather. No one could have ever prepared me for the weather. Don't be fooled by the sun. I know there's a sun right now, but it's actually cold right now and I have the heating on at home. That's how cold it is in the UK. You can see the sun, but the weather outside is literally cold. It's always gloomy. We've got 4 seasons in the day. We hardly even see the sun, guys, and because of that we have to take vitamin D. We have to take vitamin D pills. The second one is definitely being homesick. I didn't realize being homesick was like a thing until I got here, and I was like, what? Like, I miss home. And like, not to even like do anything fancy, but I just miss being home. I miss South Africa probably every other second week of the month, and I'm like, I wish I was home. I miss the food, I miss the people, I miss the culture. So being homesick, be prepared to be very homesick when you're here. The third one is definitely the cost of living. Guys, the cost of living in the UK is so high. It's ridiculous. I mean, on top of our rent, you still need to pay for utilities. So you've got your gas, your electricity, you've got your water, you've got your TV license, and they pay for council tax. Darling, it's a lot. And some of us also have black tax. So, hey, Batum, guys, it's a lot of money at the end of the day. But with Hello Pesa, I'm able to save on transfer fees because it's 0 transfer fees. So I'll see you guys in another video of things I wish I knew before moving to the UK. Bye.